working together.
Yeah, our first project was Tony, really. You know,
Tony
first
Orlando?
thing together was a success. You know, I found a song. A guy named Wes Farrell, who got a publishing company. You know, I don't know if you remember the name. He played me a ballad called Candido. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. You know, like a Mexican kind of a feel. Dun, 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 dun. I think a girl name, I forgot her name. She did the demo. And I loved the song, so I said to Hank, I said, let's up the tempo of this thing. Dun, 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 dun. And then we did that. And then we did, and the song was you know, it was great. And we did it with a kid. I forgot his name. I mean, we did the chart and the arrangement, and we took it to Larry Utall, who was with Bell Records then, at that time. And Larry said, gee, I love the song, I love the arrangement and everything, but I don't like the artist, you know. So we had to find another artist. So Hank called Tony. Tony at that time was working for April Blackwood, the publishing company. He was a runner. In other words, his job to go out and try to get artists to play you know, record some of their songs for April Blackwood. He was making $150 a week. So when we approached him to do this song, Candida, he said, yeah, I'll do it, but don't use my name, because he was afraid he'd lose his job for $150 a week. So when it became a hit, we said, you know, the name of the group was Dawn. It wasn't Tony Orlando and Dawn. We didn't want to use his name, you know, kind of that. And then we put another song out. I mean, Knock 3 Times was after that. And then he decided, hey, he said, maybe I ought to stick it out, you know. And then it became Tony Orlando and Dawn, you know.
It was okay to give up the job after that?
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
How did you know he could sing?
Oh, he had a record out when he was a teenager. I forget the name of the song. Hank knew about it, you know, and he made a little noise with it. You know, he was young then, you know, and he did I can't even think of the name. You know, he was a good singer, you know.
Uh-huh. And then, so you and Hank had the Tony Orlando project, and how long?
Well, we recorded everything. I mean, pretty much him. I mean, the relationship between artists and producers was unusual in this case, because nowadays, like, producers, you know, do an act, and then the actor will say, well, I want to try another producer next session, you know, something like that. Right. But we stuck together, and we must have done 5 or 6 albums with them together, you know. We also did Melissa Manchester. We did 2 or 3 albums with her, and we did